haters, none of that. Just if you have a dream, if you want to accomplish something, just keep working until you know what I'm saying, you've accomplished it. To be honest, that's all I could say about it. Like for myself, like I was always the tallest kid. Like I can't even sit here and think of a time I wasn't the tallest kid in the classroom. Like in the time I was.
You kind of tall as the Christian, right?
Yeah. Like
who was the tallest guy on the team? You were the tallest guy?
I was always the tallest. Until
Welcome back to another episode of the Mendable podcast. I'm your boy G, and with my co-host Atoro.
You gonna make it. Yeah. Keep your head up. You're a king. You're a queen. You got this. Sleepless grandma.
Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the Mendable podcast. I'm your host G, and with the one and only, my co-host Atoro. We have a very special guest with us today, my brother, former teammate, Kevin
Ndahiro, man.
Thank you for coming through, bro.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you. Before I go forward, man, for those who don't know who you are, can you please just introduce yourself?
My name is Kevin, from the south side Ottawa. Went to St. Pat's with G.
Yeah.
Played at Stetson University in North Alabama. And last season I was playing for BC Orby in Sleepless, Georgia.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. The reason I wanted to bring you here, bro, we go way back.
Way back.
And just like knowing you as a person, like knowing your story, coming from Africa to, to have the opportunity to come here in Canada, and make to try to chase your dreams. A lot of us in Africa, we have no directions to look at, because there's not too many options for us, So, man, I just want you to come through and share a little bit of your story and just to see where you are. We even with no connections like we used to have, Anytime we see each other, but the love is always there.
It's always there, man. It's always love.
Yeah,
for sure, man.
But before we move forward, I'm gonna let my co-host take over.
Well, Kevin, we welcome you into the podcast.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you. And with the way that we normally start is we like to ask you in terms of to tell us a little bit about your background, a little bit your upbringing, so we can structure some questions with that. So if you don't mind, can you tell us about your background and your upbringing?
Yeah, man. I'm actually from Rwanda. So KGL, I keep repping.
Hey, that's what's up, bro.
So yeah, man. My route to Canada was, man, I don't even know how to but pretty much what happened was my mom was sick. She had breast cancer, and at the time, in Africa, in Rwanda, they didn't have the tools to help her with the treatment. So she was able to get us visas and whatnot, and we flew to the States. Yeah, we actually went to the States in Ohio first. We stayed with my uncle, for a few weeks. But the uncle, he knew about Canada and the route to Canada, and applying as a refugee and whatnot. So he put my mother on game, and that's how we came to Canada. So
was it because the healthcare was there?
Yeah, and the healthcare and whatnot. So he put my mom on game, and then boom, we drove from Ohio. Probably around a month or two later.
Yeah.
Drove to Canada, and we already.
How long you guys stayed in the States first?
Probably a month or two. Okay. It wasn't that long. And then
so it's just you, your mom, and
my little brother.
Okay.
Yeah. So we drove to Canada. First we drove to Montreal because she had friends, aunties out there. So we went there. We lived in Montreal for another month or two, and then my mom, it was very important for her that we grew up, knowing how to speak English, because when I first came to Canada, I was, more French.
French.
You know what I'm saying? So it was very important for us to grow up, in Ottawa, going to an English, going to an English school, so boom.
So what language are you speaking in Rwanda?
It's called Kinyarwanda.
Okay, so it's not English.
No, we speak English too.
Oh, so what's the official language is?
It's Kinyarwanda.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So
you guys don't speak Swahili?
Some people do. Swahili is we call it the business language of Africa. All of Africa speaks Swahili somewhere. So
most of the country now,
yeah, for sure. So yeah, man. So moved to Ottawa. I was probably in fourth grade. So at first we were living in the west, like Richie Ramsey area.
Yeah.
But then we moved to the south.
Man, you've been moving since you were little.
Man.
Yo.
And the crazy thing is, at this time, I didn't even know nothing about basketball. Just straight soccer. I didn't even like basketball.
Oh, same here, bro.
Just straight soccer. Yeah. I was always the tallest of all my friends, So my mom was always trying to pressure me to play basketball, but I never liked it, I just wanted to play soccer.
Yeah.
And then so, boom, we moved from the west to the south. This was in 6th grade.
Yeah.
I want to say
Master.
Yeah.
No.
Master, that's the school. Yeah. So Master, and then St. Pat's Intermediate, man. And that's why I got introduced to basketball. And,
you went to St. Pat's Intermediate?
Yeah.
That's so good. Keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I went to St. Pat's Intermediate, man.
What year you went to St. Pat's Intermediate?
Man, what year was it? 2007? 2008?
So I went to St. Pat's Intermediate. 2000.
You left before.
You left before.
Oh, I'm old. Okay, I'm older.
You're 2 years older. You're 3 years older.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I came into 9th grade. You already at 12th grade.
Okay, yeah. That's because
you last year.
Oh, I forgot about
Yeah.
I thought we were the same age.
Nah, fam.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So you went to St. Pat's Intermediate. That's how you know McKinnon.
Yeah,
Coach
man.
McKinnon. Okay.
Okay. Great guy. He's the one who
Yeah.
pushed basketball to me. I came in talking about I don't even, I play soccer, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a soccer player.
So he made you try.
He's he laughed, he laughed in my face. He's you see how tall you are,
Mm-hmm.
And first he had me play volleyball. Taught me how to jump and whatnot. And then I got in basketball, and then that's just how it started. The rest is history.
Yeah. That's what's up, bro. So that's interesting. So there's a lot of stuff that I don't know.
Man.
So you went there, grade 7 and grade 8.
Grade 7 and grade 8.
So you didn't even. So you met Mario at St. Pat's High?
I met Mario in grade 7.
Grade 7? So
yeah.
We were playing
club
team, Celtics.
Club team, Celtics. Yep.
Also, you were playing the Celtics in grade 8. Okay.
Grade 7 and grade 8.
So that's how you met Mario.
Yep.
Okay, I see. Okay. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So what year were you born in?
I was born in 1995.
1995. So you said you came from Rwanda?
Rwanda. Yeah.
So we had a podcast with a few individuals who were from Congo.
Yeah.
And they described the situation back in
nice,
1996 in which they had to flee their country because of politics that carry over from Rwanda over to Congo and stuff like that. So what was the situation by the time that you were born over at your country? With the genocide and everything.
Me growing up, I never actually I never saw any, issues. You know what I'm saying? From what I remember growing up, because I came here when I was probably 7 or 8.
Okay.
But from what I remember, it was the country was just, every year it was always growing.
Yeah.
And then if you look at Rwanda now, it's one of the most fastest economy growing in Africa in the last decade, probably. You know what I'm saying? It's come such a long way. So I don't really remember a situation where it was, what I'm saying?
It was bad.
So
I think at the time when you were born, that's when things were starting to get better, right?
Yeah, they were just getting better, you know.
Because there was a lot of politics that happened. They were taking.
Plus, they had a new
people.
president.
Well, what had happened was, I don't remember what European country held rights or power over Rwanda.
Belgium.
Belgium. Oh, thank you. And I'm making reference to the movie because I don't know the history.
Yeah,
So I want to clarify that.
The movie is very Hollywood too.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you speak to any like actual Rwandan, they'll tell you it's very you know, a lot of those games are not it.
Really happened.
Like they you know they made a movie. You know
Made a
what I'm saying?
movie,
Like,
yeah.
they didn't just,
Well, it was a pretty historic thing that really happened.
Yeah.
but like what really happened is way worse than what you saw in the movie. You know what I'm saying? So like, but like what you see in the movie is very Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. Moving on.
Right, so moving on, obviously you had to sort of adapt to the language like you mentioned because you came here, you spoke, what was the name of the language you spoke?
I spoke Kinyarwanda and French.
And French,
Yeah.
right, and your mom put a heavy emphasis on English, right, so what was your adapting process in learning English? What was that like?
Man, you know, a lot of ESL classes.
Jeez, bro.
No.
We can relate.
No, nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna lie, I love ESL because that's where I met like yo friends, like you know what I'm saying, like friends that were like me.
Right.
You know, so like we could relate a lot more and just
People
talk
who just
about
new
like,
to the
you
country.
know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It wasn't like an African joke or whatever. Like
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
yo, what's up? It was love,
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, man. So a lot of ESL classes, a lot of movies. You know what I'm saying? Reading. You know, so everything in that I would like in school, all that it was all
Right.
English. I was forced to to learn. You know.
Did you feel like when you started playing sports, it helped you the most?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Because
For sure.
that's how I felt, because I felt so freely to express myself. Because you know, in class it's really hard. You don't really know who you can relate and talk to. You know what I mean? But in sports, when you started playing ball or playing soccer outside, you'd be like, yo, you like soccer? You know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like the transition, bro, my story is kind of similar like yours.
Yeah, and then I was super shy too. Like I never really wanted to talk because I didn't want, like somebody making fun of the way I talk.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was very like to myself, Plus like, coming from Africa, my grandparents are just always telling me like, just always preaching like, don't end up like one of those kids from out there, So like it was just like I came in just as a shy kid, you know. So yeah, man.
Yeah, it's tough, man, because you trying to learn, but at the same time you're afraid to say because you think it might come out wrong, or the way you say it, they're gonna laugh at you.
Exactly.
I say that all the time because I became a bully in grade 11 because that's when it's like I was speaking the most English. You know what I mean? Yeah, because
man.
I was looking at the people who was like, who I thought they were making fun of me. You know what I mean? Even though I didn't understand what they were saying, it's like, you know what, bro? I'm gonna stop bullying these kids. And I started doing that in high school. Yeah, bro. And then I realized this, I don't want to become that guy. Yeah, because bro, I'm telling you, I was never really shy, but I became so insecure with myself because of that. The fact that I didn't speak the language,
Yeah.
But I always wanted to fit in.
Yeah.
But when I started playing ball, playing other sports in school, I just started to feel like myself a little bit, express myself a little bit more. Yeah, so you think that it took you a while to adapt to the culture?
It definitely took me a lot longer than my little brother. My little brother, like, he came in, I was like, I was like 8 years old. My little brother was probably like 5, like.
Also, it's easier.
Yeah, so he just pretty much grew up Canadian.
Yeah. My sister, she was little too. She had no accent like I had, because of course when you're younger, your brain is not fully. You don't have so much stuff in your brain just yet. You're still learning. So it's easier for her. She doesn't have no accent whatsoever.
Yeah.
But for me, it was tough. You know what I mean? But I love it. I love it now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
for sure.
When I look back, that's why you see me like online. You see a couple videos of me speaking and stuff like that. Videos and feeling comfortable because, bro, I did a lot. Now, bro, I'm proud. I'm confident because Not too many people can go to a new country and learn a new language.
Yo,
You know what
it's
I mean?
so hard. I went to Europe last year and it was like, man, you know, it's not easy, man. You know? So
Yeah.
It's like, it's just not it.
No, man, it's
like-
not, bro.
Yeah, man.
So from St. Pat's, intermediate, so you go to St. Pat's High.
Go to St. Pat's High School, all my best friends, you know, so it's crazy because we planned it. It's planned it. So I didn't even want to go to St. Pat's High School.
So, oh yeah?
Yeah, man. So at first I was like, man, I want to go to Immaculata, you know? Like,
Okay, my
And
class
then,
was,
like-
I know it was the most
because
popular.
this is before
Yeah.
like I was you know I was playing basketball, but I didn't love the game like at that time. You
Yeah.
know, like the same way.
Because
So
it's
I
not
was
the same.
yeah. So, and Immaculata
You
was
just
the
getting
big
better.
yeah. It was the
Yeah.
big school, you
Yeah.
know.
That's what all the girls.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
That's
So
what we
it
hear,
looks-
bro.
Yeah.
Everybody, you just want to go because of the girls.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I want to go to Immaculata.
Yeah.
But then like playing with Mar and Braden, we were so close. Like me and Mar and Braden,
Braden was playing Celtic too.
yeah, so we
Yeah.
were together like all the time, you
Right,
know.
right.
And then Roy Dell,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the guys. And then even Sheldon, he was playing for an opposition team, but like we were all like, we talked this
So,
too, you
so
know.
Sheldon,
Grade
oh, you
eight.
guys knew Sheldon too way back?
Yeah, so
Okay.
we planned this. We're like, yo, man, we're all just gonna go to St. Pat's, man, and play together. You know what I'm saying? And then we all did it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And that's when I met you guys.
Yeah.
That's when I met you guys. So St. Pat's became cool.
Right. So going back to one of the reasons that you stated in terms of your mom wanting to come over to North America, you stated that she had breast cancer, and obviously her situation getting here really did help. So what's her situation today?
My mom, she actually like, unfortunately, she passed away. You know.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, she passed away in 2007 from breast cancer. So like, yeah, man, that's
2000, no, not 2007.
2007. Yeah.
So that's 2 years.
It was literally right before going into St. Pat's intermediate.
So just after 1 year in Canada?
Yeah, she was here for a year and a half. You know,
So from there, you just stay with your uncle.
she was here for 2 years. Like, yeah, 2 years. Yeah.
So from there, you guys just stay with your uncle.
No, so what happened was this 2007. One of my aunts is from Africa. She flew in, you know, so she stayed with me and my brother for 2 years.
You guys were-
Yeah, and then 2 years, and then 2-3 years, and then we went to Edmonton.
Your uncle.
Yeah,
Damn, bro. That's tough, man.
yeah.
That's tough, but for her to be able to bring you guys here.
You know, but like she did her thing, you know, like her bringing us here gave me and my little brother opportunity.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so
Which opportunities that you couldn't get.
exactly.
You wouldn't get that back home. Yeah.
So it was almost like she sacrificed it, like, because we weren't living bad in Africa, you know. So but she wanted
She wanted to get better
Yeah.
healthcare.
yeah, better healthcare, and she just really wanted us to go to school.
Because if you look back, bro, that's not too many people could make it to get the chance to leave Africa to get visas to come and get better healthcare, bro. You know what I mean? So I can tell that, you know, she wanted the best for you guys.
Yeah,
She
man.
wanted the best for you guys. And she just don't wanna just give up like some people do, to be like, oh, I have this, and then I'll just wait when my time comes. But it's like, it wasn't all for her, you know. And for me to hear that, I didn't know that. But it's even more sad now. You know what I mean? That's why I could tell the person you are. You know what I mean? You did a lot. You did a lot. You know, you experienced a lot, and that's one of the main reasons you here. You know what I mean?
Right. So life is full of up and downs.
Yeah.
And through tragedies, it normally makes us stronger. And usually through tragedy like the one that you experienced, people normally use it as a motivation.
Yeah.
So do you sort of use that as a motivation towards everything that you do?
Yeah, for sure, man. I can definitely say like everything I've accomplished has been, you know, because of my mom. You know, from like the lessons she taught me, like when she passed away, of course, like I was broken. Like, my whole world was, my whole world was broken. But like her last couple of days, everything she preached was like, take care of your little brother, take care of business, you know. So it was like, I just knew like when she passed, like I couldn't just, you know, just like screw off, like just go in, you know, a different direction. I had to handle shit differently because I had to handle things differently because like I had my little brother watching me, you know what I'm saying? So like I couldn't really afford to, you know, mess up and do things other people were doing, you know.
And that's how I feel too, bro, because I remember when I was doing a lot of stupid stuff, bro, like, you know, just not heading in the right direction. And I'm the older brother, you know, it's like my little brother and my sister looking up to me. I had to set a good example, you know. I had to set a good example in the house. So for things that people see now and the accomplishments, and like me, G getting married, G doing all this positive stuff online and stuff like that, I had to do that, you know. I had to find something for myself because when I realized basketball, it wasn't the main thing. I started looking at options, and I was like, yo, I have no option. I have no any other skills. But you get so distracted. You just like, for me, it was just like basketball was just the only thing. You know what I mean? I wasn't working on other areas in my life for myself. But like when I realized, yo, college, you know, basketball is not the same anymore. You see so many guys, your peers, getting ahead of you. Some getting like some scholarships, some going overseas, and you look at yourself, yo, I'm just gonna come another year and play ball again, and yo, I'm not thinking about my future. And you're not getting any younger, you're getting older, you know. And I see my mom's actually struggling at home too. And I had to make a decision, bro. So either just like come to school and just like not even be a student athlete, just focus on ball, not even focus on your studies, and you're not even sure about your program. I was just like, yo, I had to make a decision. I was like, yo, drop out of school, you know, work 2 jobs, support moms at home, you know, pay, you know, take moms, you know what, yo, let me pay this bill, let me pay this bill, and just working on myself, bro. And then that's why I started doing the Sleepless grandma routine, just like waking up early and just doing stuff, bro. And then at the time, that's when I met my girl, my wife now. And she's somebody that I say this all the time, bro, but I can never not say it to people, like, because that's like the main key point when my life was turned, you know. When I met her, she just like, she had a career for herself. She knew what she wanted, you know. And then you know how it's so hard to find a girl that knows what she wants in life, you know, not a girl that just want to party, a girl that's just there for your looks, a girl just there because, you know. But it was a girl that she knew what she wanted, you know. She helped me look myself deep inside and tell me, yo G, who you wanna be, you know? You know, like, you wanna be responsible, you wanna be somebody, you know, what's out there for your future, you know. That's when I just like, yo, start working on myself and see, have a why, you know, what's my why, and like waking up and I was trying to find out what's something that I can live for. You know what I mean? Bro, that's why like your story, it's and I can tell, bro, you know this is just the beginning, you know what I mean? This is just the beginning, you know. I can see the pain. And the pain give me a lot of understanding, you know?
Yeah, and the pain is definitely another reason, man. It was just like, yo, I can't go through this much pain and, you know, nothing good come out of it. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, at the time I looked at myself and like, man, tallest kid, you know, I sucked at basketball. I was terrible. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like, those times I was just
you gotta be honest, bro. Yeah.
But like, my best friend was amazing at basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, super amazing. So like, I just fell in love with the game, you know, just from watching him, like, you know, how he wakes up and is like, yo, man, I want to go work out. You know, I was like, yo, let's go work out, you know? So then just through him, like, I fell in love with the game, you know what I'm saying? So like, like, yo, you know, now I do it like every day. It's like I don't feel right if I don't, you know, do my workout, do my daily stuff. So it's like
It's part of you.
it's part of me, you know. So through him, I fell in love with the game, and the rest is just history, man. Like every situation was like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, you know, like, I had a lot of family issues, man. Like, you know, like my aunt coming, you know, so she came to take care of us. Aunt coming to Canada, you know, she had her own issues. Like, you know, we were together for 2 years. She took care of me and my little brother, and I'm very thankful for her. You know? She never had to do that, you know. But like, she also, her coming to take care of us, she was leaving her own kids, her own. You know what I'm saying? So we were always bumping heads, you know. And then, cause she really wanted to bring her kids to Canada too herself, you know. So, you know, after 2 years, 2.5 years, it didn't work out anymore. So we, and my little brother, we were actually like forced to go live with my uncle out west in Edmonton, you know.
It just didn't work out.
Yeah. So, and then that whole year I was in Edmonton, it was just like I was around like, you know, regular friends just doing things, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I still love basketball, so I'm playing every day, whatever. But like, the environment just wasn't for me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm still working out everything. I you know, thank God, you know, my name was just called, and then, you know, I had like, you know, some schools that really wanted me down south in the States.
Yeah.
And, you know, I went to, you know, to Kentucky my 11th grade year, and I finished up my high school in Kentucky. Yeah, that's where I really, you know, show my skills, and, you know, I was able to get a bunch of scholarships, you know, offered to me, and then I was able to, you know, pick out a university that I wanted to attend.
Which university was that? The first one that you went to?
I went to Stetson University in
Okay,
Florida.
that's the one I see. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you called me from once from video. I think it was Instagram. By Instagram. I think it was by Instagram.
Oh yeah, I was calling because I was trying to find your house.
Yeah. But you were there, and then but
Could you tell me when I called you right now?
no, not right now. When you were in Stetson University.
Yeah.
Because I remember one time. Wait, you went to Florida too.
Yeah, that's right. That's in Florida.
It's in Florida. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So you called me from on just to catch up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, we catch up there, and then the other time was because you were moving so many places, bro. You was like all over the place.
Yeah, man.
And then next time you came through here was you were training with Mario for in the summer.
Yeah.
Coasland.
Yeah.
And then I seen you guys. I think I came through just to say what's up. But like it was never really like I had like a chance so I should hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
Because it was just like you guys are always like
Man, moving fast. Yeah.
fast, back and forth.
Yeah,
But I wanted to go back a little bit, and the year before you guys went to Edmonton, you stayed here 1 year.
Yeah.
So your brother left and you stayed here in Ottawa?
Nah, we were here together.
So you're here together. So you're staying with Mary, right?
So halfway through the year, I was living with my aunt, you know?
Yeah.
Like the last year we're living together. And just the situation was so bad that like, she's just like, yo, I had to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the only option was to move in with my other aunt, but she lived in Gatineau Hall, you know, so it was gonna be such a headache, you know,
To get to school.
And at the time, you know, I'm St. Pat's like till I die, you know, we're
Yeah.
grinding, you
Right.
know?
Yeah,
So
like early practice too.
yeah,
and back
exactly.
from there.
So exactly.
Yeah.
So Mara, man, you know, being best friends and just being the good-hearted dude he is, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, nah, man, you coming to stay at my crib, you know what I'm saying? And then that's, you know, finished off the semester there, and now we're just family forever, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And I think too, I'll back up with that because I think that was very important. You know, hanging around with Mary, somebody that so dedicated to the game. You know, his whole family. You know, like his whole family dedicated to the game. Bring you closer to him and living with him just to see the grind. You know, in and out, like in the morning, school, and after school. It's all basketball. I remember we used to come to the base play 2K.
yeah.
And it's all ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's literally the conversation is all ball.
Man.
And so I think you rub a lot of that from Dario.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That would still stay there with you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I have no doubt, bro, that you're gonna do big, bro. You're gonna do big, and your time is coming. You know what I mean? As long as you keep doing what you're doing now, your time's coming. But I wanted to kind of like take this moment and just like give this man his flowers, you know. Mario,
Yeah.
man, this guy, and I said it the day he got dropped. I wish I was there to tell him congrats, because he doesn't know how much people he inspired.
Man.
You know what I mean? He doesn't know how much people he inspired, because even me now, like, I have a daughter. I said that, I think in one of the episodes, I was listening to it this week actually, and I just remember I said Mary is somebody that I play with. We had a handshake and stuff like that before the game and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I can tell my daughter, like, yo, I have somebody who made it to the league. You know, I can tell my kids one day, you know what I mean?
Thanks, man.
For real, bro, you know what I mean?
Bro.
So it's a feeling like he not only made like his family proud, he made all of us proud, you know what I mean? Just to tell us, yo, your dream could really come to reality, you know? Your dream comes, like, not because he's the only one that had all the talent, but yo, he put in the work,
Man.
you know what I mean?
I was there for all of it, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And I just wanted you to, like, you know, just speak a little about his work ethic.
yeah, I've never seen anything like it. Like, I've been around a lot of NBA players. I play overseas. I've been around everybody, every player you could think of, man. But that guy, like, this combination of God-given talent and his work ethic is unmatched. You know what I'm saying? Like, as good as he is, he still feels like he has to prove something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
Hungry,
you know, like, somebody that hungry is, you can't really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hungry
and
and talented.
exactly. And that, to me, when I see that, I'm just motivated. I'm like, man, like, what can I do, like, to help you get to what you gotta get to? Because that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? While like being inspired by him, just his work ethic rubbing off on me, you know. And I'm like, I gotta get there, bro. I gotta get to the grind too myself. You know what I'm saying? So,
And
it's
every
very
time he
inspiring.
comes in the city, bro, I know it's so hard for him now to, like, you know, say what up to everybody. But every time he comes in the city, he always makes sure it's like, yo, what's up? What up? You know, it's just like this time when he came. Yo, what up, G? Yo, I'm sorry I haven't been on my Instagram, because he said his sister's the one was handling his Instagram for a while. It's like, yo, my bad, my fault, you know what I mean? But he's always made sure he stay in touch.
Yeah.
Even him, like, having a hectic schedule, he still came through. You guys still came to the wedding, you know what I
Exactly,
mean?
man.
Bro,
We couldn't
and I'm
miss
so grateful for that, you know. You guys still came celebrate one of my big day, you know. And yeah, bro.
Right, so focusing on your moving, with anything, there's positive and negative. And obviously you moved a lot in a short amount of time. But out of that, did you feel like, do you develop the skill to be a very versatile person in terms of just adapting to any environment that you put in?
Yeah, man, for sure. I was able to learn to get out of my own
Comfort zone?
comfort zone. Like, I was always the quiet kid, you know, like shy, super shy. And then
No, but
Just having-
when you came to high school, you were the funniest guy on the team, bro.
exactly, but then that was like after. That was years of development. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, but having to move a lot, I just knew, like, to make friends, you gotta talk. You know, you gotta say what's up. You can't just, you can't, move all like.
So
quiet.
you say in grade 9, that's when you started being more
Yeah,
yourself.
you know.
Yeah.
So, and then I was also with the guys, so it was easier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. I definitely learned this for the first time, like when I went to Edmonton, that I had to, like, go out there and say what's up. It wasn't just like, people are obviously gonna come talk to you because you're tall and you play basketball, but it's like you still gotta show some type of, like,
Yeah.
I definitely feel like it taught me, like, how to get out of my comfort zone and come out and talk and
Be in different places.
exactly yeah.
So, having overheard some of your conversation with some of your classmates in terms of like what happened to them after high school, do you like have any sort of advice for those that are coming out of high school in terms of like what they should do or what they should prepare to do after high school?
Man, like, me coming out of high school, it was just basketball for me. So like, it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? Like my goal was like, I'm trying to go pro, you know? So like, that's just like, I just put my head down and then boom. That's what I try to do, you know? So I don't know what I would tell a kid today, like that's just coming out of high school that, you know, that doesn't really know what they want to do. I would probably say like, I wouldn't tell them like, yo, go to school right away if you don't know what you want to, you know, take in school. I'll probably tell them like, you know, maybe work, you know, save some money and then, you know, like figure it out, like figure this life out slowly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fruits of our labor, just, you know, enjoy it, you know?
No
like,
rush.
no rush, you know? Because I definitely feel like me coming out of high school was always like, oh, you gotta go Division 1. Oh, you gotta do this. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go to school. You gotta do that. But it's like, I don't feel like you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially if you don't feel like, you know, it's something that you really want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you should just go with your heart. You know?
Right. With a lot of talks in terms of like not having there's not a lot of opportunities for kids nowadays who are going off to college, and even when they graduate college, there are really no opportunities for them to get jobs. Focusing on like a sports player that are coming out of school, it's like a very hard thing to make it to the league, because there's a lot of people competing from the same spot. So what are your thoughts on those who really put everything into trying to make it to the league but don't? Like what are the plan Bs that people have for those that are really just aiming for the top? But
what if it doesn't work?
Yeah. That's the question. Sorry about the long run.
Like in my situation, like I wanted to go to the league, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, like the league is such a high, like, you know, it's a high thing to shoot for, right?
Competition-wise. Yeah.
But I knew like if I worked hard enough, if I don't make it to the league, I'm gonna make it overseas somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So that's just like me telling my story. Like that's just my story, you know. So I wouldn't know what to tell somebody else. Like, you know. But like I'll definitely tell them like,
you still experience that right now.
Yeah. Like I'll definitely tell them like, you know, have plan Bs. You know what I'm saying? Like even me, like right now in my situation, like last season, like I was overseas playing, and this season right now, like the money is just is not there because, you know, the whole COVID situation. I've had 3 offers offered to me. You know, I've had an offer to me in Spain and an offer in Mexico, and there's one that's ongoing in Africa. But like I can't really like accept them because, you know, like I'm making more money doing a regular job or whatever. So I gotta save money and then just, you know, move, you know, smart. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have a plan B. You know, I'm not just all basketball, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm working hard, like every day I work on basketball, you know, but like my mind is not just all basketball. It's definitely like, you know, I gotta, you know, figure out like my finances, assets, all that, you know. Balancing everything.
All right, so there's a quote. We had a guest, and his quote was, what is it? Shoot for the moon, and if you don't make it,
aim for the stars. No,
aim for the stars.
No,
you don't make
shoot
it.
for the moon.
If you don't make it, you land on the stars.
No, if you don't make it, aim for the stars.
No. Shoot for the stars. If you don't make it, you end up in the moon.
Yeah.
So I'm basically just trying to provide an example or analogy of what you said. So even though if your plans to make it to the league don't make it, you still have other options in hand, which is like the Europe or what you mentioned. So, but
it's true because you're aiming to the high always.
Exactly.
Even when you're not getting there, you can never like be like, yo, I'm not getting there. You can't give up.
Exactly.
You know?
And then even me, like,
you can't give up.
There's so many leagues in Europe. Like, I'm not trying to play in the same league. I'm always trying to move up, you know.
Right.
Everybody is always trying to make more money. So it's definitely like, you know, like.
And that's having the mentality that you can play at a higher level.
Yeah. You feeling like you're nice, you know what I'm saying? If you know you're nice, you know you're nice. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing, you know? So me, like, I would say I have confidence in my game because I feel like I put the time in. You know? So like I know when I'm you know in my top shape and I'm going at you, like I know like I'm good, you know, like I'm confident in my game, you know. So because of the time I've put in. So yeah, I'm sure that's probably what I'd say about my situation. But like everybody has a different situation, you know.
Right. In the game of basketball, injuries play a big part in terms
Huge
of
part.
where you go. And obviously, for taller players, they're more prone to injuries.
Yeah.
Do you have particular routines that you go through to avoid certain types of injuries?
Man, I do, like, lately as of late, I do a lot of yoga. I try to change my diet a little bit, like, I was going vegan, I guess.
Yeah,
like,
for 3 months.
yeah, I do, like, just, like, my workout's a little more different. It's more like work on my agility, just, like, making sure my knees are right, you know what I'm saying, my ankles.
So you
Just
don't
like-
really do a lot of heavy lifting?
Like, I'll do heavy lifting for my legs, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, I'll do deadlifts
Yeah.
to get my legs strong, you know,
Yeah.
but
Upper body.
upper body, I'm not, like, really trying to get, like, super, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do,
But
like,
you're trying to maintain the strength.
yeah, I'm trying to maintain strength, and then I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, be able to move, edge out without getting
You
hurt.
don't want to get heavy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, keep a lean body. You know what I'm saying? Keep a lean, strong body, one that can last the whole season. The
Right,
season
right.
is beating up on your body for 8 months, man. It's not easy. You know, every day practice, 4 hours a day, games. You know what I'm saying? For 8 months straight, 1 day off a week. You know, sometimes you don't even get that day off if you're on the road. You know, so you gotta understand, like, that's a lot of your body, man. Like, so you gotta, you know, watch what you put in your body. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do the extra things. You gotta stretch a lot. You know, so yeah, man. It's pretty, you know, fun.
Yeah.
I have a massage gun that I use. You know,
The phone?
the massage gun.
Oh, you use a massage gun?
Yeah, I use it, but, like, you know, it's just little tricks, like, you know,
Yeah.
that you have to follow for sure.
Right. So motivation is also another thing that plays a big factor in terms of how you develop your skills, how fast, and where it takes you. It seems like you're a pretty disciplined individual. Like, where did you develop your discipline in terms of working really hard? And
Honestly, man, I said it earlier, man, Mario, man, like, I watched him do him, and him doing him rubbed off on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's what they say. Yeah. You become who you hang around. You know, you become that. If you hang around people who, like, they just don't care what they are in their lives and they just do whatever, they just do whatever they come their way, guess what? You become like them too. You know what I mean? And you wanna, like, for me, that's why I said when I got married, I wanted to move out far away because I knew I can't be the same Jelson. You know what I mean? I can't be the same Jelson. So for me to be able to, like, move far and start new, start over. You know, I'm a husband now, so there's new things that I need to be responsible for. You know what I mean? I can't be seen in clubs like I used to. You know what I mean? I can't be wilding out like I used to.
Exactly, man.
You know what I mean? So I wanted everything from zero, like, something out of my comfort zone, something new. You know what I mean? That's why it's like I was able for me to be in this position, you know, buying a house, starting a business, and just doing a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean?
I'm proud of you, man, for sure.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm proud of you too, bro. I'm proud of you too, bro. You already know it. And what we're speaking off camera, bro, like, we're speaking how hard it is for when you come out of high school. And he said, you know, what those things that you can tell people to they coming out of high school and they don't know, they don't have that vision what to do. That happened to me because I didn't get no scholarship. I didn't get nothing after high school. You know, like, compared to the other guys who went and played in Toronto universities and stuff like that, Lakehead and stuff like that. I didn't have that opportunity, and I didn't know what to do. Why? Because I was so distracted in playing basketball in high school. I wasn't focusing like, yo, what I want to do after high school. What do I want to take after high school? In my mind is like, yo, I can really, you know, go somewhere with ball. But yo, I took 2 years off. I was supposed to take only 1 year off. I took 2 years off, and doing the first year was like, okay, I'm gonna take this year. Let me start making some money, save money, and go to school and pay myself. You know, because I didn't want to take no all-stuff money, anything like that, because that's what my parents preach. You know, but my parents accept that. But I the first year you see money that you never see before, right? Because you're in school, you don't have that time to work. So when I was able to actually work full time, so you're making money that you never seen before. So I'm balling college, I'm making this amount of money that I haven't seen before, so I'm buying like shoes every second week paycheck. Yo, I'm buying bottles in the club. You know what I mean? Chinese food every day, bro. I'm telling you.
It's lit.
And you forget the goal, your mindset.
Forget the goal,
The
exactly.
goal was to save money to go to school.
Go to school.
So
yeah.
that year ends, you don't have money. You know what I mean? So I had to like, yo, wake up, save money again, and go to school. You know, I did that. Went to school, was fun. But that's just the thing, yo. You can't just be focusing. Once you're having your fun in high school, you gotta be thinking, especially if you have no guidance, no people guiding you and stuff like that. I don't know where you can find that guidance, but you gotta know that you're not gonna be in high school forever.
No, 100%, man.
That after high school,
You gotta know you're not gonna play basketball forever either.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
after high school, you're gonna be on your own. You're gonna be on your own. Now, even if you still live with your parents, it's time to make decisions.
Exactly.
It's time to make decisions that for your future. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that I was able to see and being alert right away. You know, because I've seen some of the guys till this day they're still trying to figure out. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
That's good, man.
Right. Obviously, through working through basketball and developing through the player that you are today, you attain certain skills that also impact other areas in your life. So, can you describe some of the skills that you saw that affected your regular life from developing in basketball?
Just regular like work ethic, man. I'm a type of guy like if I start something, I gotta finish it. Like I'm not gonna just sit there and and that's just like a habit I learned from basketball. Like it carried me through school, it's carried me through life right now. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I never was that person that just wanted to leave things for last minute because I knew if I leave things for last minute, it probably won't get done. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, yo, let me just get it out the way or whatever, you know? So just overall just working hard, man. It's good to have talent and whatnot, but hard work can definitely get you places too, you know what I'm saying? So and people respect hard work, you know, so that's just one thing I definitely took away from basketball.
Yeah, so now going forward, of course, your plans, like, can you tell us about a little bit more of your plans that you mentioned earlier? Now you're still waiting for a better offer, right? So in the meantime, tell us what you're planning to do.
Right now, man, it's just waiting on a better offer, so I'm just, at home working out, going to work,
You have a gym that you go to?
Yeah, I have a gym.
Because here in Ottawa, it's so hard to find an open gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
My
especially now
cousin-
that it's getting cold.
Yeah. My cousin works at Lassie Tape, so he's usually able to get me in there.
Okay. Yeah.
So just staying in grind mode, just working out, just waiting for my opportunity, so it's the perfect situation. Like I got some situations on the table, but it's just I don't think it's right for me.
Yeah.
Or my family too. So I gotta move strategically.
And wait for something that makes more sense. Definitely, bro.
Is there a saying with like basketball players, especially the ones that are not playing, or is just keeping themselves ready to be selected?
Wait for the opportunity.
Yeah. This goes back to a thing that Gary said on the previous podcast.
Okay.
Is where he was just sitting out, waiting for an opportunity to be picked up. When he was being selected, I think part of the manager staff weren't particularly certain of picking him up just because he sat out a year. Is there such a thing with selecting basketball players for that?
Yeah, man, it's definitely fury.
Because they don't
I would
think
say, like,
they'd be the same type of player.
and in Europe they're very picky with how they pick their guys, So if you've set up for a year, they'll probably make you go through like physicals and just make sure you're like, you're physically able to play and whatnot. But also like sitting out a year, they just know like that's a year of repetitions you didn't do, game repetition. So it's like you'd rather pick a guy who set up for a year or a guy who had a season last year. if you're a GM. At the end of the day, right now, it's about the money.
So, what's the process of like somebody who's trying to go play overseas, but has no name for themselves?
You gotta have, man, it's hard, like, because these agents, they're also picking with how they pick their guys. They want to work with the best guys that have the best film, that are easy to get a job, you know what I'm saying? So,
highlights yourself.
yeah, you gotta have,
mask.
you gotta have good film. You gotta, like, people around you, that your coaches and whatnot, they gotta speak highly of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta, like, just, you gotta have a work ethic, but, like, people have to speak, like, other, like, third parties, they have to speak that. You know, it can't be you saying, like, I work
So
hard.
it's not more about like having connections.
It definitely is about connections. Like, there's definitely people that they can come out without no type of film, but they know an agent that's gonna help them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they get something. It happens all the time, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, in a situation where, like, you don't know nobody, the first thing is film and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So,
Right, so having, obviously your plans are to go overseas, and obviously you have a lot of experience in moving around, and not that type of, any type of environment. But in terms of like preferences, is there like any preference that you have in terms of where you might like to go?
I definitely want to, like, last year I was in Eastern Europe. I don't want to go back, like, nothing against where I was last year. I just feel like I want to try something new, you know? So, I was gonna say Spain, but I had a chance to go to Spain and I turned it down. I'd say probably like France, if the Spain opportunity comes, like a better opportunity, probably Spain. Like Northern Africa, like Morocco and whatnot, Angola. I heard they have a good league in Angola.
They do, man.
Yeah. There's a few places, definitely South America.
Where in Africa where you got the offer?
It's the BAL, the new league.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not like it's verbally, it's a verbal offer. They haven't put the contract in my face yet, so that's what I'm waiting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is that the same one that J. Cole played in?
Yeah, it's actually for the exact same team.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so, like, what's the longest contract that you can do overseas? Is it 3 years?
Yeah, you can do 3 years.
Yeah, that's the maximum.
I don't know. They it's so different. You know?
Different?
So yeah, so
It's like because I've seen players from NBA like some
most leagues, it's not Euro League. They only sign 1 year.
Okay,
You know? So Euro League, they might sign you for 2 or 3. You know, so it's different.
It's different.
But, like, it also depends on, like, how much money the club has and all that. You know, so it's different for sure. It's different.
Yeah. So the money that the players make. So of course every country is different, and every league is different too.
Every club is different.
Yeah. So how they able to, like, based on your game, how they able to give you an offer?
So that's your
Agent
job.
take care of
That's where your
that.
agent
Okay.
comes and takes care of that.
Yeah. So, like, for somebody that's trying to go play overseas, right? Now he has his highlight tape. He has his agent.
And he has good networking.
He has
People
good
talking
networking.
about him, good stuff about him.
Yeah. And what else do he need?
At that point, you have everything, man. At that point, it's the agent's job to get you a job. Like, so.
But the most important one you said, you gotta have good film, which is the highlight tape.
Good film.
It's not just your high school highlight tape.
Nah.
It's not just that.
You gotta show that you did work in college.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
something I've always been curious about whenever, I'm watching soccer and players get transferred to different leagues, and these leagues are like in Spain or in England and stuff like that, but they're not native from there, so they don't speak that language.
Yeah.
So I know in sport there's like 2 sets of languages, right? One where it's sports language, where you just communicate by playing together and stuff like that, but there's obviously the language that you guys speak. So how does it work for players that speak different languages and just getting into a new league
Man,
in terms of
I had
communication?
I actually had like, this was my first real experience of this was last year when I was in Georgia. I had a translator, you know, so like every practice there'll be a guy that just be explaining to me what the coach was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Is that tough?
yeah, so they'll like point like where to go and whatnot. Like, yeah, man, you go through stuff like that, you know. So, and you just pray that somebody speaks English. You know what I'm saying?
Teammates.
Yeah. So you just, you know, a lot of people don't even speak English, so you just gotta go with it. You know, you gotta make it an effort for yourself to learn their language because they don't have to learn your language.
Yeah.
You're in their country. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Right. Speaking of plan Bs, obviously you have different sorts of interests. Basketball obviously sits at the top, but I'm sure you have other interests in mind. If you don't mind, can you share some of them?
Yeah, man. I definitely, you know, I want to get involved in, you know, real estate. I want to be a business owner. You know, so I got some plans, you know, of building a gym in Africa. You know, so right now I'm actually like in the process of doing that. Actually, you know, so I have some partners, you know, and we're just setting off like, you know, setting up blueprints and figuring out land prices and, you know, all the extra stuff.
You want to do like an indoor gym?
Yeah, like an indoor gym.
Kind of like
with
a YMCA.
Yeah, with a weight room. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So, you know, like YMCA, LA Fitness.
Give a lot of kids opportunity back home. Huh?
Yeah, but give, you know, like, you know how it is back home. Gyms, like, only rich people or whatnot.
That's it.
Wealthy people gonna go, you know, so I want to make
Put that in the hood too, huh?
Nah, not even, but like, I don't know where I'm gonna put it, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, but like, I want it to be out there for everybody to be able to attend, you know? Everybody can just go and work out, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna, like, I want to set it up to where there's gonna be a media crew, you know what I'm saying? I can work with the leagues out there, and all of that, man. So there's a lot of good things in the future, you know?
One country, in Africa?
Our first gym, I wanted to be in Rwanda.
So that would be a great accomplishment.
Yeah, man.
So can you see yourself? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, you know, hopefully, you know, this gym is done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The business is going, like, you know, we got this whole situation going where we have, like, can have camps, you know, we got everything going. I can bring my friends like Mario,
Yeah.
you know, guys that I know that are playing NBA or whatever, have camps and show, like, my home, like, you know,
possible.
you know, it's possible, you know what I'm saying? And give them, like, the privileges that I had growing up in Canada, being able to go to the gym anytime I want to go to the gym and get better, you know what I'm saying? Those type of privileges, you know what I'm saying? So, definitely that, definitely being involved in some type of real estate, you know what I'm saying, out here. You know what I'm saying? Just going with life, you know? Sure.
Going back to an earlier statement that you made in terms of like when you said that your skills in basketball weren't particularly on par with your height, right? What was it? Am I mixing it up? Where whenever you reach the height that you are today, your skills sort of catched up to it. So speaking in terms of like patience when it comes to developing your skills, what are your thoughts? What are your advice you can give to people when developing a skill, specifically as a basketball player?
Man, just to there's always repetition, and there's just always know there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Like, eventually, like, to you, like, if you're working out every single day, it might not seem like you're getting better, you know? But if somebody that hasn't seen you for a whole year, you know, randomly sees you, they'll be like, whoa, like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're way better, bro. You know, so it's definitely just keep working, you know? Don't worry about the outside voice. Don't worry about the haters, none of that. Just, if you have a dream, if you want to accomplish something, just keep working until, you know what I'm saying, you've accomplished it. To be honest, that's all I can say about it. Like, for myself, like, I was always the tallest kid. Like, I can't even sit here and think of a time I wasn't the tallest kid in the classroom, you know? Like, from the time I was...
You kind of tall as the Christian, right?
Yeah. Like,
who was the tallest guy on the team? You were the tallest guy?
I was always the tallest. Until I went to college, all the high school, I was always the tallest kid in my class.
Yeah.
You know, so...
Until you went to college.
You know?
Yeah.
And imagine being the tallest kid, you know, missing left-handed layups, upper layups.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't good. You know, so I had no strength, none of that. And then I went to high school, and I fell in love with the grind. Fell in love with probably everything was just basketball. It was like train, come home, we play 2K, we're playing basketball games. Everything is just basketball. We're watching basketball games, we're playing basketball games, everything, you know. So talking about basketball, so it's like you just get better, you know. You get better, and then somebody that hasn't seen you in a year, they'll randomly see you and be like, "Whoa, I'm way better," you know. But like to yourself, even though it might not seem like you're getting better, just stay in it. You know what I'm saying? Keep grinding. That's all I can give from it. You know, that's the advice I could definitely give for sure.
Right. So focusing on development of basketball, obviously, patience is a key to developing as a good basketball player. But another one is accountability. So how much accountability do you put upon yourself?
You gotta put a lot, man. Like me, like you gotta understand, like coming out of high school, I had dreams of going to the league. You know, so like I just knew like there's no way to make it without work. You know, and then I knew like if I don't make it, I gotta make it overseas. But that's still a grown man playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it's nothing gonna be easy.
Nothing's easy. So it's like, man, I work, man, and there's a lot of dark days I went through. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of times, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, there's a lot of kids in high school that were way better than me, you know, and then they probably see me like a couple years later, we're not even in the same boat anymore, you know what I'm saying? But it's like
that's tough, bro.
They, like I just loved it, I guess, more than they did, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
That's what it is, bro.
Yeah.
We previously had a guest, and he was a track star. I think his name was Richard.
Yes, Richard.
And we talked about the topic of talent.
Former Olympian
track star. His name was Richard. And we had a topic on talent. And obviously you did mention earlier about talent and hard work.
Mm-hmm.
And my idea of talent is like inherent physical traits that allow you to have advantage over your peers, right? But if you don't work hard enough, your peers that usually just work harder than you eventually surpass you because you're not doing anything with that talent. So what are your thoughts on hard work and talent?
Man, just the whole Kevin Durant, quote, man. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Yeah.
So it's like talent can only get you so far, But if you're at a place where everybody's talented, and you're the only one not working hard, that only, obviously you're gonna get left behind. You know what I'm saying? So, it's got to be a combination of both. It can't just be one or the other.
To those kids that were better than you.
Exactly. So in a situation like that where they probably were more talented, I was able to surpass them through hard work. You know what I'm saying? So hard work, I feel like is definitely more important than talent. But if you have a combination of both, you're unstoppable. That's sky's the limit. A rare situation. You know what I'm saying? Very rare breed.
Yeah, bro. So now we're coming to an end, and I have this favorite quote that has to do with the podcast. I'm more of it's a way of life also, and the quote goes: "The secret of your future is hitting on your daily routine." What's your thoughts on that?
That's all true, man.
Yeah, it's just that it just says it all. It's like, what do you do today is the secret of your future.
For sure. I truly, I believe, okay, for instance, if let's say somebody is overweight, right? And they work hard for a whole year and they lose that weight.
Yeah.
And then they go back to living the way they were. They're gonna go back to
back
where,
home.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can't, so if you keep up, if you build a habit where, let's say your thing is to wake up and shower and make your bed, clean your room. Just that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the same thing. That's just your habit, So if your thing is to wake up, go to the gym and do that. It's gonna be the same thing 10 years from, you know. So it's like it's definitely like important to keep up on your daily like routines, because if you just stop, you know what I'm saying, you're just gonna go backwards. You're not gonna go forward, you know. So
Yeah, you touched upon this quote a number of times.
I always find
Each time I try to reintroduce, I try to add something new to it.
yeah.
So let me see if I can add anything new to it this time. So think of your mind, think of your body sort of like a program. You know how you have like Siri, you have your phone,
Yeah.
right? The more time you use your phone sort of gets similar to your habits, right? And so each time you try to go use your phone, it already knows what you want to do because it's sort of really used to you. It's sort of the same way with your body. So if you learn to program your body the way that you want to be in the future, or the person you want to be in the future, then that's what you have to do. You have to build the habits, and eventually it'll get you to the point that you want to get to.
Yeah.
So
That's great, man. Because I tell them this, because your mind doesn't know any better. So whatever you train, the body achieves what the mind believes.
exactly.
You know what I mean? So whatever you feed into your mind, whatever stuff you watch, anything that you do, like you say, even like going vegan and stuff like that, this all has to do with things that you feed in your body. You know, television, books that you read and stuff like that. You become that. You know what I mean? Because your mind gonna be like, oh, so this is who we are, or this is what we believe in. This is because you become what you're feeding. You're feeding all that stuff. You're feeding all negative stuff. You become a negative person. You feed all positive. You become positive. You know what I mean? And we have two voices on our heads. Like, one is a voice that's telling you, yo, you want to get to that. You want to get a better offer. You want to get a better offer. You got to do this. And you have the other voice telling you, bro, no, you already worked out today. Why you want to go chill, relax, go watch Netflix? But the other voice be like, yo, no, don't slack. You can't take a day off. You know what I mean? So you gotta really lean towards the voice that you feel is the right voice for you, which is the positive voice that's telling you, yo, you gotta do this today.
You gotta put in that work.
You gotta put in that work today. You know what I mean? That's why it's a battle that's going through our mind. You know what I mean? That's like when we say this, the secret, what you do on a regular basis. That's the secret of your future. That's why I like to always mention.
yeah, it's easier said than done. Obviously, a lot of people say the same thing, and people always hear the same thing when they're trying to get motivated.
Yeah.
But it's always important to have list of rewards,
Right.
because that will only motivate you to keep doing whatever that's hard, because it's not your comfort thing, right? It's not something that you're easily motivated to do. So it's always important to have little rewards for accomplishing little things. So
Yeah.
I
So
also always say like take baby steps.
Baby
You
steps,
know what I'm saying? Like don't just like, it's not like, you know, like you wake up, okay, I'm gonna go work out for 3 hours. And then you think you're gonna be able to maintain that. You may be able to do that the first day, you know what I'm saying? But like you're not gonna do that throughout the whole week or the rest of the month or whatever.
It's not part of your habits
It's
yet.
not exactly.
You know what I mean? You can't
if you've been doing that every day, then
course
it's
it's
easy.
easy,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So definitely like take baby steps and build your way up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're there and then boom.
I'll tell them this: take small steps. The small steps. You know what I mean? It's not like taking the elevator. You gotta take the stairs.
Yeah, and then I can tell you like my first summer back in Ottawa, you know, working out with Mark.
Yeah.
We came back from Miami.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, I struggled that summer, man. But every summer I grew, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like when we work out, it's like, you know,
It can get natchy.
yeah, you know, I can hold my weight.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, I didn't just, you know, I came that summer mad. I was always sore. First time I ever worked out for 6 hours a day, every day. You know, like it was like you wake up,
3 workouts
you work out a day.
Yeah.
You know, wake up, you go, boom, come back,
hours,
boom. You
2
know,
hours.
do our thing. And then sometimes we would even play pickup. You know, so
Jeez.
it was the first time
Was
I
it
ever.
that summer you guys put in workout last weekend?
Nah, this was the first summer at St. Patrick Coastline.
Oh, cause like okay.
You know,
okay,
so
okay. Yeah.
me doing that, like
So that's when I went to see you guys at the weight room upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that summer, like, body was sore. You know, I wasn't used to that. You know.
Used to that, yeah. But you
Yeah.
knew you had to develop that habit.
Exactly,
Of like, yo, this
you
is
know?
what I gotta do.
This is what you gotta do.
Yeah.
You know, but now it's like if I were to start doing that again, you know what I'm saying? It's like I already know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
that's good, bro.
Yeah,
and we came to an end, bro. You know, thank you so much for coming through.
for sure, man. Thanks for having me.
Man, yeah, sky's the limit, yo. Sky's the limit, for real. And I know with the work ethic that you have and your habits, you know, working out every day and knowing what it takes to get there, you know what I mean? I can just wait to see the big news on social media, you know, that, you know, you're taking your talents to overseas, to somewhere you looking forward to do, you know what I mean? You're proud of you, bro. You know what I mean?
Man. Thanks for having
You know, the love's always gonna be there.
For sure, man.
And good luck on like anything that your plans, you know, you're doing, bro.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
And we'll see you in the next one, the next episode. Peace.